Guys, in this video I want to show you the $951,000 per month Facebook advertising strategy. So you can see here, this is basically one of the niche stores, and you can see, so this is one store and this is another one, right? So basically they're driving traffic to the same, it's basically the same store replicated on two different domains. And I want to show you the Facebook advertising strategy that you guys can replicate for yourself to get similar results. All right, so this is the Facebook ad account, right? So we use, for this particular store, we are using 8 different ad accounts. So some of those backups, some of those are not being utilized, and they're pushing like different products, right? So for example, with this one in particular, you can see right last 30 days, spent like $80,000, 2.47 return on ad spend. Right, so overall it is like pretty good. With this one in particular, we have lower average order value, but because in this one we have plenty of the retargeting, so break-even ROAS for us here is around like 1.5. So we have plenty of the retargeting depending on the ad account, and basically all of these ad accounts are driving traffic to the same store. This way we keep everything like pretty safe, but at the same time, you know, we're not depending on the, you know, for example, one ad account gets shut down, right? Then we pretty much lose, you know, a lot of our sales, and, you know, we have the overhead, we have all of the expenses that, you know, we have to maintain the certain volume in the business in order to be profitable. We buy the inventory in bulk, you know, keep it in a Chinese warehouse. So one of those things that, you know, that you need to put in place, basically the infrastructure for the ad accounts. So you need to have multiple ad accounts prepared or running like at the same time, so you don't rely on just like one ad account. What a lot of people would do is like they would rely on like one ad account, one business page, one business manager. And so we have it in a way where it's like we are not depending on that. We want to have multiple of them. We want to have the redundancy strategy, so in case something goes down, we always have a replacement for it. So that's number one, right? In terms of the advertising strategy itself, right? So how we consolidate everything, right? So you can see this, so these are different campaigns, and it is pretty like in this particular account, I typically like to keep it more kind of like consolidated in one place. All right, so this is one of our media buyers that's operating this, so it's not necessarily how I would have it run. Like I prefer to have like less campaigns, but the way they approach it here is like you can see, for example, they have this like retargeting campaign. Like, for example, we had certain items like out of stock for like a week, and then we just retarget everyone with like restock ads, right? Then we have dynamic product ads in here, basically retargeting everyone on the, you know, everyone on the pixel for that, right? So then we have this testing the cold. You can see, so the ROAS here is a bit lower, right? So basically we are testing different offers within different campaigns, right? So this one here, you can see it didn't work out as well, but then there's slightly different approach here is because we're building the email list, right? And that what allows us to have, you know, the number of people within the ecosystem, right? That we build the email list, we build that awareness, so then we can sell those people, and we have a specific strategy for the giveaways that we do for our email list. But our email list, because of that, is quite large, and typically it monetizes itself. You can see on the front end it's like losing a bit of money, but then on the back end of it, within like 2-3 months time frame, it basically becomes profitable. But we constantly refresh our email list. I might cover the giveaway strategy in one of the other videos in near future. So just let me know giveaway like in the comments, so then I know you guys are interested and want to see that. So that's about that. In terms of the, you can see most of these here in this particular ad account are CBOs. We constantly test like ABOs versus CBOs. So different accounts perform differently. This account performs better with CBOs, but it's not necessarily, you know, like people say you have to do like CBO in this particular way, or you have to do this in a very particular way. I don't believe that, because, you know, different accounts perform differently. Some accounts perform better with ABOs, some accounts perform better with CBOs. So you constantly want to test different things, right? So I want to do the breakdown for this particular campaign. It is pushing the same product for a quite long time. So this one campaign here over the lifetime, it spent like $364,000 like pushing the same product, right? Pushing exactly the same product. And this product here, you can see, so the average order value is like $59. It spent quite significant amount, and so basically maintaining that profitability over time. Now the structure here, and this is what I would recommend for you to test. I created like the video not long ago about the dynamic creative, so you can take that approach, right? You can have the dynamic creative basically testing plenty of like different ad copies and angles and images within one particular ad set and just let Facebook figure it out. Or you can do it in a more manual way. So for example, in here we have, you can see it is like 49 different ads right in here. So 49 different ads pushing the same product, right? So most people would just like stick with one ad or one video creative. But if you are operating similar model, so the model here in particular is, you know, the niche stores. And with niche stores is like, if you have identified the product, and it's not like the product just kind of like, you know, products die because like advertisers just getting lazy, right? Like most of the times at least, right? Because for example, if you sell products on Amazon, right? Or if you ever bought anything on Amazon, right? So you probably had seen like the massage gun. Maybe you've been selling some of the massage guns, right? Like you can see how many of these massage guns are being sold every single month, right? So even though it's like for drop shippers, like they say, yeah, fucking product died. I mean, product didn't fucking die. Like, I mean, it's just like they, it is just like becomes like more effort and more kind of like you need more creativity and more ideas to sell that product. You need to source new creative, right? You need to find out about new angles. You need to possibly find another channel to advertise with. But if you look at this from the perspective of business, like it doesn't go anywhere. The demand doesn't go anywhere. So this is where we focus. We focus on these niches that don't go anywhere, right? That's how we are able to spend like $300,000 on a single campaign, and it maintains the profitability over the long, you know, period of time, right? This is how you build something sustainable, something that can be sold. If you're jumping from product to product to product, then cannot make even like a few $100,000 with a single product, then that model is, obviously you can make it profitable, you can operate on a very good level, but at the end of the day, you will always struggle, right? Because you will always have to find like new products. You will always have, it's like churn and burn model. I personally am not a huge fan of that model. I prefer to have something like more sustainable, because it is easier to sell the business that's more sustainable. It's easier to sell the business that, you know, has some base, right? So it has some products, it has consistent track record over extended period of time. So then when the buyer buys a business, they know like, okay, so we'll make some money from it like for at least like a few more years, because we have the data going backwards and the business is growing, but it doesn't go like anywhere, right? The product just doesn't disappear and then like goes, you know, nowhere. So this is basically what we do. And let me show you like some other guys. So, you know, for a lot of dropshippers, this product became like saturated. So let me show you guys something. This business here, right? Like this business here, let's say, so you have it's called Therabody, right? I mean, it sells exactly the same product as like all of the like, you know, it might, I mean, now it might be like slightly modified, but it is what it is, right? It is like the massage gun. And you can see they're using a lot of the celebrities now to sell this product. But at the end of the day, this is the same product, right? That a lot of people have been selling. A lot of people tried the Theragun, right? Like a lot of people are selling the massage gun, right? A lot of people have been selling this product, and you can see, right? Like now this is the brand now. This is like a niche store now. And so this is the approach. This is the model that we like the most. And you can see they have pretty big team, you know, this business now. So they have the Theragun. They have plenty of variations of it, right? So they started with one, right? So this product here is, so each of these is like one SKU. They have like fitness mat, wave roller, they have dual adapter, like they have other accessories. They have, you know, you can see here, right? They have now the series of different like CBD body balm. So I don't know if you can push that with Facebook. Probably somehow, yeah, CBD. Somehow they're getting away with it. That's very, that's very weird. right? Try to advertise something CBD, and you will probably, they don't say that it is like CBD anywhere, right? It only says, yeah, so CBD products, right? Somehow they're getting away with it, right? But that's the perfect example of taking something that is, that was, just basically random product, like drop shipping product, and then building the brand out of it. Now, I don't know whether maybe this product was first and then dropshipper started like replicating and selling it. So that might have been the case. So these people might have been like actually the first who got into this and who realized that they could sell the product in this particular niche. But their approach, you can see now in this stage, is also becomes like multi-channel, right? So they have the ambassadors, they have people who are promoting, they're collaborating as well with very like well-known people like Maria Sharapova, right? So they're collaborating with very fancy influencers, expensive, official sponsor of Real Madrid. So this company is probably like, if they're like official sponsor of like Real Madrid, then probably this company is already at like 9 figures, that's for sure, like valuation or more. But this is a simple example of that, right? So our structure is similar. We are not, at 9-figure valuation yet, but it's basically building something along the more like consistent approach, right? And so having many variations of the content is just part of the game, right? So if you want to advertise something consistently on a consistent basis, months over months, year over year, then you would have to dedicate resources to the creative, and you'd have to focus on a niche that has that like long-term potential. It's not some like, for example, there's some viral products, right? Like just like goes up and then like goes nowhere, and that's it, So you don't want to be focusing on those. If you want to build something more sustainable, it's hard to sell those type of businesses. But that obviously depends on the strategies that you have. But our approach is focusing on less products, focusing on these very neat, easy to operate like niche stores with not a lot of SKUs, with not a lot of different variations. Gradually improve the product quality of the products, as gradually adding like new advertising channels to it, and basically build this portfolio of interconnected brands. So this is our strategy that we are utilizing, and it works pretty well for us. But there are many ways to achieve the goal, right? So, but this is basically, guys, what we're using on the advertising side. So you can see here again many variations of the content. So we would just simply drop new content. Let's say we want to test something, we just drop it here, and we let Facebook figure it out. So you can do with dynamic creative, or you can do it by manually creating new ads. So a lot of these are basically UGC's content sourced from like real customers. If you have anyone in your business that had bought like more than 2 times, because people don't buy stuff for 2 times, right? And they're not happy with product, they will not buy it for the second time. But if they bought like 2 times or more, those are amazing people to just reach out and ask for the hey, can you make a video with our products? So we want to just see how it performs, or how it basically share your experience with other customers, right? And you send them the free product, and they're happy to do it because they already bought from you more than 2 times or more. And so that's basically the approach that we are using. We're asking our customers to send us the piece of content, and that piece of content we are utilizing for consistently adding like refreshing new content and consistently advertising with amazing results. So this is it, guys. This is basically how we structured. This is our Facebook advertising strategy. We are utilizing different accounts. Again, it's very important to maintain that infrastructure, so you're not only dependent on one ad account at any given point, and you just have many redundancies in business. So if something goes down, then you just try using other approach, right? And then that's what helps you to create this consistency in the business. That would helps you to create longevity in the business, and that's what's very important if you just don't want to reinvent your business every single month. And guys, if you're looking for personalized help scaling your e-commerce business, if you're at like 6-7 figures, you want to scale further, then should be a link below. You can connect with our team. We'll help you. We'll see how we can help you to scale up further. And you can also join the free community. We have the free community for people that are doing above $1,000 a day in sales. So intermediate, advanced e-commerce entrepreneurs. We share a lot of valuable content in that community. It's called Brand Hypergrowth. So it should be a link below in the comments. And I also go live there like once a week to answer your questions, help you out with different issues and challenges you face in your business to help you scale up as well. So join that community. If you're looking for more personalized help, then reach out to one of our team members. Should be a link below as well. And hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Like it, subscribe it to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, guys.